If you're wondering where we're at and why you're watching this video, we're at the Linville Gorge Wilderness area here in North Carolina. We're getting content for a new release, and as always, we're using it as an excuse to come out here, hike, camp, touch ourselves, get in touch with ourselves, all that good stuff.
Touch each other.
We made it to the top of Table Rock Peak here at Linville. It was a bitch of a hike, but we're up here, and this is one of the reasons I like to get out into nature, is because the hike up these mountains are brutal, and you find out what you're capable of achieving, because the entire time your mind and your body are telling you that you want to give up. You need to stop, we need to go back, and you have to kind of push past that barrier. By the way, this is my new dog Ilva, but you have to push past that barrier, and that's where you find out what you're capable of achieving. And then when you go home back to that normal life, you can apply that to every aspect. Your job, your relationships, in the gym, anything that you want to pursue, you apply that same principle. Here's Ilva. She is the new Norse mascot. She's a Norwegian elk hound. She's 10 weeks old, and she's been killing it on this hike. This is her first hike, and she's doing better than most people do. Earlier, I was talking about how these hard hikes pushes you to a next level that you weren't sure that you could do. But if you continue going forward, you discover a new side of you, and then you can apply that to your daily life. And another aspect that comes with getting out into nature is being present, detaching from the rest of the world and just being right here in this moment, because there is no other part of life. It's just this experience that you can have right now. Everything else is either past or future. And in our daily life, especially if you live in a city or something like that, it's very busy and it's very hard to be present. But that's why you need to detach. You need to come out to something like this, because this is where you can feel the most alive. We made it. This is home for the night. We are in this cave overhang thing at the very peak of Linville. My man Cody over there.
Getting hydrated.
Ilva.
Crushed it.
How many miles did we hike today?
I would say it's probably like 5 total, 5, 6.
So
with a good bit of elevation change.
Young Ilva, 10 weeks old, hiked 5, 6 miles. A lot of this shit was straight up. She absolutely killed it. We're gonna set up camp, go eat some steaks and potatoes, do some activities, watch the moon. It's gonna be a good night.
Oh no. That one's gotta be done too. They're all about the same thickness. Let them rest in there for a second.
Gratitude is the most powerful emotion, and I am very grateful for my man Cody over here. First off, for bringing ribeyes, because me and Joe did not come prepared at all. We both brought a couple protein bars, and that's about it. Cody brought ribeyes and potatoes. He made a grill over here with charcoal. It didn't work out, so we started a fire, and he is cooking it on the fire, and he's using 2 axes as spatulas. So thank you, Cody.
You're welcome, Andy. You're welcome, Joe. I hope these are good, actually. I don't think I've ever cooked steak in tinfoil before.
We talk a lot about this idea of abandoning modern culture, and there's a lot of misconceptions around it, because the definition of culture itself can mean a lot of different things. But to us, it means removing ourselves from the part of modern culture that doesn't serve us, that doesn't allow us to pursue life to the fullest extent, and instead reconnecting with old traditions and old beliefs that do move us forward, that allow us to reach our true potential eventually. So when we say abandon modern culture, it's not removing ourselves from modern life. It's removing the parts of modern life that do not serve us.
last night we slept right here on the ground. At about 4 a.m. my dog decided to start being a little terrorist, so we didn't get the best sleep, but we got enough. And our bodies are absolutely wrecked from hiking all day, but it was worth it. And it was worth it because we were able to come out here, recharge, clear our head, and get clarity on what we need to do moving forward. That way, when we go back to the regular world, we're not distracted. We have tunnel vision on what needs to get done, and we can do that. And that's what coming out into nature allows you to do. It allows you to get tunnel vision on the objective, and you have an upper advantage on everyone else because they're always distracted. They don't know where the fuck they're going. But we do, and so can you if you come out here and do exactly what we did last night.